All right, Cancer, here we go. Slice number 4, my 12-stop zodiac fly-through here for August 2026. The theme energy of the soulmate cycle. Let's cut the deck. Let's get a theme energy here. Let's see where we go. All signs position. Something here for everybody. In the beginning of this soulmate cycle, I think the most people in the soulmate cycle were Cancerians. I think more and more have bled in, especially from the opposite side, the Capricorn angles and the Sexitarians and such. But Two of Wands is your theme energy with a King of Cups. They're thinking about it. Can I just say that? I mean, I'm going to keep it. It's just a theme, so I'm just going to keep it. They're thinking about it. Somebody thinking, well, look at her. Right? Male or female, it's a she on the card, whatever. They're thinking about it. Steve's viewer. Right? It's a bit of that. That's the energy that's there. Okay? I don't know. I'm just giving it to you the way it is. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's do this. All right? It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. I'm not a fucking Time Lord. Right? Stretches from about now. Probably, I've been saying this energy stretches up till about the equinox. Give or take. Which is in September, actually. Toward the end of September, of course. All right, let's go. All right. What do we got here? Give me Cancerian energy and the Cancerian-fueled soulmate cycle for August 2026. What do we get? All right. Temperance. Yeah, that energy, look, in the area of the, cut cards and the theme energy, it felt very mellow. I acted it out for you. Probably Academy Award winning. I don't know. Could have been. A lot of good breathing there. But, I mean, it's temperance. Right? The overall energy of this pyramid is temperance. And that's how we're going to pull the reading. We do pyramids here on the monthlies, so have been for the last year or so. Underneath that is the Knight of Swords. They're leaning toward, somebody is leaning toward, they're still thinking about it. Some more of that great breathing. Somebody here is still leaning toward, still thinking about it, but they're leaning toward coming towards you. When they do, it'll happen very suddenly. It'll be a snap decision. Like that. Like that. There you go. Bad snapping day. Okay. All right. We're going to clarify with the witches. What's at the bottom? 4 of Wands. That's a good sign. That's good. All right. I don't know. Now, with the 4 of Wands randomly at the bottom of the witches, I will tell you, for some of you, everybody's different who's watching. Everybody got kind of a different scenario. You're all sort of in the same vibe. If you're with somebody, if you're watching this reading and you'd like it to be about, you can't force it to be, but you'd like it to be about someone you're in a relationship with right now, and you're not married to that person, this could be they're leaning toward asking you. Okay? And if I don't know, I get a vibe that some of you hope that doesn't happen. You're like cringe on that. Some of you would like it to happen, but others of you are like, oh, no, don't say that, Steve. Okay, all right, I got you. I'm just saying. For the rest of you, you got somebody you're estranged from, a runner, an ex, or whatever, and they're thinking about it, but they're leaning toward doing it. Doing it meaning coming towards you. All right? Here's how they feel about you, up top here. Here's what they think about you in the 3D, so that's 5D, 3D, and here's the final outcome for you, or potential. I can't predict free will, but it's your final outcome. It's generally read with the center card in how they feel about you. Let's do it. You ready? Okay, how do they feel? Kurt Cobain in pain, or Peppermint Patty. I don't want to alienate anybody. Everybody's equal here. Well, I just look at it. If you're just looking at it, that's what I'm doing. I'm looking more at the person here, More of that breathing. What should I do, right? I mean, I don't know. That little Janis Joplin coming out. Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a mercy? I mean, I don't know. Somebody here is just, all right. Strange. It's kind of creepy song. It was the last song she ever recorded. So her last recorded words are what's at the end of Mercedes-Benz, which is, that's it, and then a cackle. That's it. I mean, that was October 1st, 1970. 3 days later, she was gone. You know, that's pretty crazy. So somebody here is, look, I don't say anything or give you trivia like that isn't part of the energy here. This, when I pick up the energy, I'm asking how they feel about you, and that's the first card out, and I'm drawn to it. Somebody is disturbed at a point where they might do something crazy. They might start drinking, or something along those lines. They're very much bothered by this. I mean, I wouldn't have been surprised if I got 8 Swords card here, but I don't think that would have been strong enough. Okay? 9 Cups is in the center. What's red with that? Yeah, the Fool. I said it'd be a quick action, didn't I? Didn't I talk about that? I said it would be a quick action. Somebody's not sure if they can do it. They might apply some liquid courage. Okay, liquid courage might be needed here. I don't know. The 9 Cups is what gets me. Somebody here is wishing this would go away on some level. We're going to need to clarify this. Okay, I don't know who this is. But this is somebody who's tormented by something. Really tormented. Wow. I mean, even for those people where I said a couple of people where you're with somebody and they might ask you to marry them or something, and somebody's tormented by that, that might go against who they are, possibly. It might. I don't know. They feel like they might just be doing it just to, because it's what people do, sort of a thing, right? They don't want to lose you, so they'll go against what they want, and just to kind of keep things around. That is possible. Or it might be what's expected of them from their family on their side or something along those lines. That's the kind of vibe that's here. Okay? Somebody's behaving a certain way because it's what's expected of them, but I don't think it's them. Right? All right. There you go. How do they see you? What do they think about you? And that jives well with Mercedes-Benz, Must get, I got to get me, all my friends have Porsches, I must make amends. It's why? It's that kind of thing. 4 of Wands. Let's see. Again, somebody's doing something against what they would normally do. 4 of Wands, I said 4 of Wands, right? It had to come out. Otherwise, there was no point in me mentioning that. There it is. It's right there. King of Cups. All right. I'm calling this right. It's tough energy to read for thousands of people. This is one of those readings that pisses me off because I know if I had one person sitting across from me, I'd have some great advice for you. But I got thousands of people watching, and it's crazy, and you're all dealing with somebody different. So you're just going to have to catch my drift, right? All right. All right, anyway, what did I think about you? There's a lot of love. It's what everything I already said. Using the marriage as an example, somebody feels like they're holding on to a lot of feelings. It's not what they want to do, but they feel like they feel pressure to do this. Maybe it's societal pressure. How society puts pressure on you to do all kinds of things. Society makes people buy houses they can't afford, cars they can't afford, live their life in stressful debt because they feel like they have to have this shit, right? It is what it is. Those are external pressures. You don't have to have any of that shit. You just have to. The whole secret to happiness is to love what you have, to like what you've got. I mean, that's it. It doesn't matter what it is. Somebody here wants the happy new beginning, but they feel like they have to sacrifice a part of themselves to get it. It bleeds over into the 3D. It's torturing this person's soul, whatever it is. Okay? I don't know who this is. Now, this can happen a lot with family. This could be a soulmate that you have a family with. I mean, it's the biggest energy that's affecting you this month is what's coming in here, okay? Or the most meaningful, the most impactful energy, all right? In family, this happens a lot. A lot of times, someone has to compromise. Controlling family members generally don't like to compromise, but somebody might feel like they have to. I don't know. It could be any of that. Somebody definitely wants the happy new beginning with you. They think about it, they can see it, but they feel like they have to sacrifice a part of themselves to get it. All right? I don't. That's just how they feel. Roles can be reversed. Maybe this is you who feels like you have to sacrifice. I don't know. All right? Take a lesson from Janis Joplin. Mixing heroin and alcohol is not the answer here. Okay? Just keep that in mind. All right? Potential final outcome for you. Red. It didn't end well there. Red with the 9 of Cups. Look who came back. The 2 wands from the cut cards. From the very beginning, our theme energy, where I did the Academy Award winning breathing. Thinking about it. I don't know, Steve's viewer. I mean, they're leaning toward doing it. I know that. I want to clarify this. I know what I want to say here, and I don't want to say it. It's because it's your final outcome. You're just getting this reading so that you know somebody's thinking about it. You need to think about it too. I need to flip it back on you because this is your final outcome. Are you making somebody do something? Whoever it is, it's a soul connection. It's powerful enough to show up in my Cancer reading, all right, which is the theme energy. So I don't know who it is, but, I got 4 wands here. I called it. It came out here. Are you making somebody go against who they are on some level because you want the 9 cups? It's possible. They want the 9 cups too, but somebody feels like they've got to make a bigger sacrifice. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. It may just be their perception. Keep in mind, people's perceptions are different. You see it your way, they see it their way. All that matters to this person is how they feel and how they see it. I think all you need to do is acknowledge this person's feelings and you'll be fine. I understand that this goes against what you want to do, whatever it is. I appreciate you doing it. A little gratitude, a little appreciation would be fine on your part, but also look within yourself. I always put myself at risk when I say this. There's that giant person that watches me. They're bigger every time they write in. Now, I think they're up to like 7'2" and 300 and something pounds now. I get it. Anytime I say anything bad, my arm going to get broken or something. But I think you need to look within yourself as well. And figure out, are you just going for, are you single-minded? You just want your 9 cups. If this is about a wedding, which it very well might be for some of you, okay? Maybe they don't want a big wedding and you do, or vice versa. I mean, let's say you want the big wedding and they don't. That big giant thing where you become a bridezilla or a groomzilla. You're buying $10,000 dresses for one fucking day. That might be a footnote in the divorce hearing later. I mean, it's just, at the end of the day here, are you just doing it because you want the golden prize that you've been dreaming about here? And is somebody else needing to sacrifice for it? In other words, maybe pay the credit card bill. I don't know. 10 cups. What do we get? 10 cups. 9 cups. What do we get? Well, I Freudian slipped. I called it 10 cups. But 10 cups, there's a bit of fantasy attached to this 9 cups. I think this person fantasizes with you, about you, for you, with you, towards you. I mean, you're their 9 cups, and I think this person is your 9 cups. Or I could read it, you both want this 9 cups. Somebody's going to have to sacrifice so somebody gets their 9 cups and somebody won't. Right? All right, let's see where we go. Maybe we'll find out more about my Freudian slip here, as I called it 10 cups, which is a bit of la-la land fantasy. Tell me about the 9 cups. Tricky reading, tricky energy. I should have expected it. All right. Knight of Cups. Yeah. It's sort of somebody feeling like they want to give you something. I feel like roles can be reversed. Okay, but I still feel like this person feels like they have to sacrifice a piece of themselves to give you something. Okay? Whatever it is. All right. What's on top? Page of Cups. And why is that here? The moon. Somebody's look, it's what I said. I don't know why I'm your 19,000 favorite. I mean, it just came out right there. That's fear. Somebody's afraid of what will happen if they, if they apologize, if they move forward, if they make a move. Once they commit, there's no going back. It's just that kind of energy here. And it's very frustrating. The bridging energy is the 2 of Pentacles. Feel the heat, right? Feel the heat. You can feel it, right? Let's pull on Kurt Cobain, Peppermint Patty here. 3 of Swords. Why is it here? Yeah, I wish you were one person sitting across from me. I'd have some better advice for you, but you catch my drift here, right? If somebody is ever I mean, it might be future influence. If somebody is ever making a sacrifice for you, make sure you appreciate it. That's all. That's all that's necessary. That energy is so healing. You know, genuine appreciation. You know, appreciation. All right, here we go. Let's see where we're at. Come on now. 3 of Swords. Tell me about Kurt Cobain in pain here. What do we get? All right. 3 of Wands. Crossing it. Yep. Oh, I got it. It's what he's saying. Right. Or she. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I got to do this. Right. That's that. And more breathing. All right. What's on top? The Empress. Yeah. Why is that here? And the King of Cups. That's the King of Cups right there. Somebody's compromising for you on some level. You're worth it. They think you're worth it. Yeah. But they're going to lose something. Queen of Swords is the bridging energy on the 3 of Swords. Kurt Cobain in pain, right? He's in pain, he or she is in pain because they're going to lose something. They gain something, but they lose something, all right? It's why they're thinking about it. It's why that was our theme energy in, the cut card position. They're thinking about it, I said. And I think they're still thinking about it. And I think once they do something, I think they do something with the Knight of Swords here. But somebody needs to get their head around it, okay? Somebody needs to be okay with it first, and then they do it. I don't know if this is your runner or an ex. This feels a lot like a family member or a friend. It could be somebody you're already in a relationship with. This might be future influence for you. We all get in this position at some point in life. I don't need the fool. I get it. I think they're going to do something. We'll find out anyway in the final outcome. I don't need that. I need this. Let's pull on the 4 of Wands. Because it's here twice. It was here twice. It was randomly at the bottom of the Witches. And we already talked about it. Fell on the floor. The 4 of Swords reversed. Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and the 5 of Pentacles. What did I say? Rewind. I said somebody going to lose something. That's what Kurt Cobain's about. This is the 5D. Now we're in the 3D. Somebody has to sacrifice something. How does this play out? I don't know. My God, I wish you were just one person sitting across from me. I mean, what is somebody? Is somebody going to marry you? Their family hates you. They told their family to fuck off. Here's the middle finger. I'm marrying Steve's viewer. Well, then they lose some support, maybe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea here. Somebody going to lose something. Somebody feels like they're going to have to start over. When they think about you, they think that you don't understand the value of that or the depth of it. Now, again, this is where I can bring a runner back in. Again, and remember, who's right, who's wrong isn't the point here. They see it their way, you see it yours. It's about perception, okay? They figure, hey, I got to make a bunch of sacrifices. Yeah, I'm the asshole runner. Ooh, I'm the Burger King. Yeah, I'm the bad guy. But I got to make a bunch of sacrifices. I got to start over. I don't think Steve's viewer appreciates that. Now, that doesn't have to be true. You might, before the giant threatens me again, you might want to consider that, that they're wrong. Then you need to convey that message to this person. That's one of the issues, right? They don't think you understand the sacrifice they have to make to have you in their life. All right, that's the broad read on it. All right? 2 of Wands. I think they come towards you anyway. Maybe you get this knowledge so you know how to smooth the situation over. All you got to say is, hey, I appreciate you. Understand what I said there. Understand the subtle, that's psychology. Understand the subtlety of what I said. Most people, when they say something like that, they say, I appreciate what you did. I appreciate what you're doing. I appreciate this. They appreciate the thing, right? If somebody comes over and helps you move your couch, because it's heavy and you're moving, right? You say, thanks for helping me move the couch, man, right? That's not as powerful as telling somebody, I appreciate you, and stopping right there. You understand what I'm saying, right? You understand the difference? You're not appreciating them moving the couch. You're appreciating them as a human being, as an energy in your energy field. That's what I'm talking about here. Okay? Keep that in mind. This person needs to know, whoever this is, that you appreciate them. Not just the sacrifice they're making, them. That will be more powerful. You can appreciate I appreciate the sacrifice, but moreover, I appreciate you, right? Something along those lines. Don't forget that when you're appreciating people going forward. There's a distinct difference. All right, Two of Wands. Let's go. Let's see where we're at. See where we're at. All too often, we just appreciate superficial things. People don't get the acknowledgement they need. People also these days don't get enough hugs. Hugs are extremely powerful. If you're an energy reader like me, you see the fireworks coming off of a hug. It's mind-blowing. It really is. Let's see where we go. Let's see where we're at. Just make sure you wear a mask in some places, I suppose. All right, Two of Wands. Tell me about it. What's the final outcome for my viewer here? All right, let's see where we go. I got to fix my microphone after this is over. I ran it up too high today. I mean high up my neck. It's hitting the bottom of my chin. The Nine of Wands is crossing there. Somebody's going to let their guard down. I don't want to say a little, mostly. Okay? Enough so you'll see their soul. You'll be able to feel, well, you won't see it, but you catch my drift, right? You can see the sun. You get a taste of their soul. Okay? A little bit. There's still a wall. But you get a taste of it. You can see the sun there, right? That's their soul. That's represented by that there. What's on top? Ace of Pentacles. Why is that here? Queen of Cups. What's the bridge? The Ten of Wands. This is an energy that's been building for a long time. I got a Ten of Wands, which I don't always read it this way, but I see that as my Hierophant in this deck, right? You've got a connection that is probably supposed to be in your life. It's been showing up in extendeds a little bit, this particular connection, I will tell you. It's supposed to be in your life. It's been a struggle. It's been hard. It's been difficult. And while let's assume for a moment that you haven't thanked this person for any sacrifices they made, whether or not they need to make them, okay? Whether or not they need to, let's assume that. This is a needy person. I'm going to be honest with you. This is a person who needs that sort of thing, okay? It really is. I mean, we all need to be thanked once in a while, but this is a person who can't even function without it, okay? So I'm going to side with you on that a little bit here, you know. Bit of an eye roll on some level, okay? There's a lot of love pent up. The energy is right for it to sort of be released. You get a glimpse of somebody's soul, all right? Keep your heart chakra open and don't be petty here a little bit. Okay, even, look, the only one who gets to be petty is Tom, all right? At the end of the day here, don't be petty about things. Look, what would you be petty about? You'd be petty about the fact that, well, Steve, I don't feel like they're sacrificing. I get it. I know what you feel. I get it. Assuming the roles are going in the direction I'm reading it, and they can be reversed, but assuming they're going in the direction I'm reading it, reading it, I get that you probably don't think, some of you don't think that this person's making any sacrifice at all. They're full of shit. That's fine. Don't argue semantics. Let this person show you their soul. Keep your heart chakra open, and your cup will runneth over. Okay? And we can finally break this tension. Sometimes, in the name of peace, in the name of making somebody else feel better, giving somebody else a gift of the Nine of Cups, you know, sometimes you might need to make a sacrifice yourself here. All right? Let's see if there's anything else the universe wants to tell you. All right? We can turn this around. I got a Wheel of Fortune at the bottom there randomly. All right, let's see where we go. One card and a crossing card. What else do you want to tell my people? So I don't know. A lot of times we don't know that. I mean, if you get somebody who's giving you a hard time, they're running from you, or you're estranged, you can never agree on things. Sometimes people just feel like they have to sacrifice too much of themselves to come into your world. Okay? Sometimes they just feel that way, and you don't know it. You're going to find out about this. It'll be obvious. You're getting this reading for a reason. Even if it's future influence for you, this kind of thing happens all the time. You know. There's always a friend you have a soul connection with that secretly feels like you take advantage of them, even though you would be like, I don't take advantage of them, Steve. Right? Okay. Everybody's got their own perception on life. You know, life is from our own angle. In all situations, don't be petty. All right, that's all. All right, let's go. One card, the crossing card. What else you want to tell you? Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. It's just, it wasn't even necessary. It's just you're reflecting as this energy, this Queen of Pentacles. People will reveal themselves to you if you'll let them. You'll see things that you missed. You'll see that sun behind the wall. Okay? If you're not, just keep your mouth shut. Just embody that energy, and your cup will runneth over. It's my desert queen, but that cup can be filled. It's nice energy. I hope this reading was helpful. All right? That's your reading. Good luck.